Hey there, fellow farmers. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Lycan Legion, episode 68, Brutal Blight. A self-tamed guinea pig? I have bad news, guinea pig. Also, I think we're getting attacked. Nope, again, still not. Surprising. Every time I say that, it's because the game hiccups. Like it's generating pawns, and I'm like, oh, okay, it's got to be an attack. I think what's happening whenever this happens is, there's probably some bugs in the bug log causing... Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. There's some issues with, like, naming the pawns, so it's hiccuping extra because it's running into errors. Because there's some, like, naming convention problem going on. I don't know. Don't really care. As long as the pawns generate, it's good enough for me. So slavers coming in, we may want to consider selling Cathanon, because Cath is like a high mate, which is weird, and also now psychic bonded, which is constantly throwing errors at me, or warnings, I should say, which is super annoying, considering that person will never live here, as they are a guest. They were a guest, rather. So it's one of those situations where, like, maybe it's worth, you know, just kind of deleting the, or selling said slave. I don't know. You guys can decide. But Scipia just changed back from wolf form, so let's get the trade going. And if you haven't voted already, please feel free to do so. It's a bit of a tie, and I'll leave it up for a bit longer to break the tie. Alright, seems to me like we have enough queued up cut stone, so I am going to order them to cut the backlog of chunks. Oh, I see. You aren't trading because you are textiling a rug. Slaves. We also have almost all of you in the wrong colors. Right, bud? Alright, looks like you guys do want me to do the trade request, and I'll consider that. Vicky, a creepy breather, joins as a colonist. Jet, a gourmand. Alright, man, you offer me the best. Delicate, unhygienic, slow learner, likes plants. I don't really need someone that's not going to learn quick. Here's another forester. Any good? Nervous? Okay. Nope. Gare. Nope. Wow. Just wow. Okay. Well, that sucks. Question. Should we sell Cath? Yes or no? So if we sell Cath, we're going to need another slave to take up the restaurant management job. I don't know. I can have you decide. The caravan will stick around a little bit longer. But there was no one in this caravan that I would consider buying. They were all pretty terrible. There were two more below? I thought I checked them. Did I not? I'll double check. Maybe sell Cath when I have a substitute? Well, I mean, I have a ton of slaves, so I already have substitutes. Oh, were you referring to Albina? Oh, they're okay. They've got good social. They're also high mate. It's going to be the same kind of issue of them soul bonding to something stupid. And Tiberiu, a misandrist. Alright, so there were more. You were right, but they weren't better. And I think Cath is going bye-bye. It's too bad about that soul bonding, but it was also problematic just having a high mate, period, as it's like a bit lore breaking. They're not even supposed to exist in this world, but stopping them from existing is actually hard to do. So the replacement. Which one of you guys? Actually, interestingly enough, Cerise, who's managing the Western Republic, has the highest social score. But Obar wants to. So let's give Obar a chance. You are a Neanderthal who's 18 years old. Yeah, we'll give you a shot. So Obar, you are managing this. See if you're any good at it. I'm going to be, like, slighting and pissing off every single visitor for a while, because Obar has absolutely zero social skill. We're just not socially refined in that way. I'm rather surprised this hasn't been mined out yet. Don't we have really high priority mining over construction? Maybe not. I thought, but I think I'm wrong. Elba barely can keep up with our clothing demands. Oh man. He's like, guys, stop wearing out your clothing. You're killing me. And yeah, I see that. I guess I can dismiss them now? Bye, Kath. Good luck finding your soulmate. Maybe it's a happy ending we're offering. I don't know. I didn't check what faction we're selling them to. Alright. You are in the correct color clothing. You are not. Hey, Dave. Thank you for the resub. And cheers. Oh, right. You also have, like, red hair because you are, wolf blood. And it's, like, showing through your tribal wear. Because wolf bloods have, like, big chest hair. They're fuzzy. So the plan here was just to mimic the last one. And the last one had ghost walls there. Yep, and this one does too. And then it had fences, marble fences, instead of walls. Man, it takes a while. Yeah, I have plenty of jade. The gold I have to keep an eye on, because all the royal beds are definitely going to deplete the amount of gold that I have. I could go trading for gold, it's not a big deal. So, the follow-up question. What reward for the trade? What reward for the trade? We've got a schematic, and uranium, art, or spatha. The most valuable would be the art. The least valuable would probably be the uranium and the schematic. Because nobody reads schematics, and we have 1,566 uranium. So it's not like we're short on uranium. There's really not a lot to do with uranium in a pre-industrialized colony. Normal quality. All right. That gets destroyed. Good job, Dars. Good job. Construction, 18. Fine work. Fine work indeed. Can I use it for the city gate doors? Uranium? I am actually using it for the gate doors. But, like, I don't need 1,500 of it. I maybe need a tenth of that for doors. 1,500 is a lot of material. It piles high in the stockroom. Alright, come on. Don't fail me this time. Excellent. Okay, cool. The target is that the furniture here is of excellent quality or higher. So when it's like normal or good or lower, we just try again. Now, the only word that I have accepting this quest is that Elba is already super busy. And I don't know how easy it's going to be for him to make the caps while also attending the clothing that we want. But maybe the next work drive will be his. I don't know. Because it's a hand tailor bench. There's no electricity, right? So it doesn't get better than hand tailor. And it only goes so fast. And he's like one person working for a colony of like 20. Oh, you bastard. I changed the color of your flop cap and then you're like, you know what? I want a different one. Ugh, you kill me. Oh, wow. That is a blight? My goodness. Wow. That is a lot of crop. That whole farm? It's just gone. Anyone who can wake up and attend to this, please do so. So I'm going to disallow sewing so that we just cut as fast as possible. That's cruel. Yeah, truly. It was all but like 5 corn stalks that got blighted. I mean, that was how many things of corn? I mean, it was roughly 250 blighted crops. Just, dear Lord. Well, that wasn't bad enough. Even the animals are going crazy. I don't have anyone even remotely close to the gates to defend against this. Deus and Ray, I guess, are the closest. No, here comes Scipia. Sorry, bloody crops, here's some meat. I guess that's what this is like, but I would rather have the corn. The like thousands of corn that just got destroyed. Good punch. Okay, you guys want the art as reward. Copy that. So this quest requires 27 authority caps at normal plus. So let's create the bill for it. Do until we have 27. Now, no one's allowed to wear it because we did just do the standard attire billing recently. I think I'm going to make it out of cloth just because I can buy cloth in bulk easily. And it's going to be normal quality or better, made by Elba. Because I really don't have a better tailor. He's really the only crafts person. The other thing I can do is to, because we have it just dropped on the floor, so that it counts, this is going to be a low priority, nothing allowed in it, and this is the tailor floor. So that way, when they craft one and drop it on the floor, it actually counts towards the bill. And then I hope it gets hauled to where it needs to be before it starts overflowing the whole building. But that's a way for drop on the floors to count. Poker table needs chairs. That it does. Let's go with cloth armchairs. Or actually, you know what? I think... Well, they're into green, right? So of the three, the Eastern Republic is more purpley. Central Republic is more green, but there isn't really like a green leather that I want to include in here. So, yeah, maybe I'll just do cloth. And then the same goes for the couches in the dining. I'll do cloth. Elba's like, I'm not even gonna get started. Oh, right. That's my fault. They were all cutting down trees because they had finished in here. Okay. It is now allowed to be sowed again, and the farmers will actually do the farming. Self! There you go. So this is really coming together pretty quick, I think. Won't be long until we can consider inviting the senator. What's the rug look like? Rug's almost done. Good. I hope it's high quality. And then the reliefs need to be done, and that's going to take a minute. Especially given that we just don't have a lot of marble, and all the marble that we do cut ends up getting immediately earmarked for construction. Oh, Belfit still had hair? Well, Belf had like a shaved head, right? Shaved and bald are like the same in my eyes, as far as like what the slaves are supposed to be styled at. Large rug is good. I think actually we stretched it so that the rugs, yeah, the rugs over here are also good quality sometimes. So this is acceptable. And I think I'm going to put our first senator in the middle room. Serafina, you have tattered apparel? Tattered wreath? It's hard to consider it being called a wreath when it's made of metal. That sounds like uncomfortable at the very least. But sure, let's call it a wreath. I hope we don't have a corn shortage as a result of that blight. Because it's going to be really rough to... That would not be good for this colony. To run out of food, because it's not like you can just do some quick hunting to replace what is missing calorically. It's like a lot of people and a lot of food. That'd be pretty painful. One thing I can do out here is supplement. Because I did just bring in some new farmers. It's September, but there might be enough time to grow rice before it gets too cold. I don't have a ton of faith in that, but it's possible. Also, totally don't like a bear this close to the base, so let's do something about that. Thank you, slaves, Joshua and Bebo. Alright, I haven't done the sauna room yet. The other old sauna room had, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 seats? So that's all I really, that's all I really need. I would say that this, the Central Republic's bathrooms are definitely larger than the, other ones, but whatever, I don't care. Doesn't need to be perfect. They don't even go into each other's respective villas, so how would they know? You think they have smaller rec rooms? I don't think so. It is essentially a 9x9 with the corners cut off. They have a maybe a smaller courtyard, but yeah, these are 9x9 with the corners cut off. They're exactly the same size. By design. Provided I, like, measured correctly, which, knowing me, yeah, that's a bit of a gamble. Do we have any of the authority caps? Oh, we have 7 already. Okay, that's not as bad as I thought. I thought it would take a very long time to queue them up, but nope, I was wrong. Happily, happily wrong. Rebuffed. How are you even interacting with one another? She works in the Republic. Whatever. Just a little confused by that. Give me how many tweaks I did while planning. You think they're accurate? Yes, I did tweak the hell out of it. Out of an abundance of caution. Because once you start laying down the brickwork, very hard to subsequently fix it. Or rather expensive. It's not hard to fix it, but it's really time expensive to fix it. Okay. So we don't have the reliefs because we ran out of marble because I stopped coring up marble. That's completely my fault and I'm fixing it. Oh, there she is. I was like, didn't I queue you up to dye your hat? The Western Republic's supplies are still good. So yeah, it just required 1 impid, it seems, dedicated to the task. All the torches are on, the heat is on, you know, everything's fine. There are some plumbing issues in and around the base. There's some blockages. I almost want to disable the blockages in the hygiene mod, just because it's kind of annoying to have to constantly run around fixing it. Because in the hygiene mod, there are advanced toilets that, like, don't get blocked. But obviously they're not pre-industrial style, meaning that in the hygiene mod itself, you could eventually just research your way out of having to, like, clear clogs, more or less. But because this is ancient Rome, that's just not the case. So what do we have? A new quest became available, Red Reunion. It's a single phase quest. Yeah, that's not supposed to be even a thing that we have here, so let's ignore that. And I'm gonna accept this in about 2 days for the authority caps. Trying to get as many of them crafted up prior as I can. So I think for the individual bedrooms, I want to put in the radiators last. No, probably not. Because they should go along the walls. So just do them now. So radiator. Okay, good. Got it. Feel like a foreman or something. And this table was only good, so it gets nuked. We already have a legendary royal bed, which is awesome. That's easy to just drop into the room, and that's one less thing that we have to leave to chance. God, what a mega project. Every villa. Who was the slave that I hated? Delpierre. Yeah. Delpierre, due to terrible medical tending, killed one of our other slaves. Canius, who's buried over here. Just because when you're trying to recover from an infection, one bad tending sets you off to just die. Like, there's just not... Oh, God. Really? Really? Come on! How did no one die? A meteor struck my barn, and the animals were like... Ah! Like, no one died. How is that possible? The beds got crushed. It deleted 3 beds, and you're telling me no animals were in those beds at the time? Okay. My walls are like a meteor magnet? Yes, they really very much... Oh, God dang it. Speaking of... Oh. Okay. Let's carefully go through these. So, Canius Fortuna, you are bed rested. Rania, you are bed rested. Livia, bed rested. Vicus, bed rested. You know what? I can just bed rest everybody, because if you're not sick, you're not going to be resting. There, problem solved. Scipia, you have some tending to do. And by some, I mean... a god-awful level of nightmare tending to do. Bebo, are you sick too? Good. So the one silver line I have here is that Bebo and Scipia, our like main doctors, did not fall ill, so they can split the labor. The other thing is Nabla. Did you get sick? You did not. Cool. So you can help out too. Awesome. Yeah, the gods blighted like 250 corn plants, dropped a meteor on my barn, and then gave me the flu, all within like a day or two. Is there a ritual that I forgot to do? Like, what the hell? I don't see any celebration missed. I guess they really don't like the Central Republic. Maybe that's it. I I can only speculate. Maybe we should execute someone? Maybe we should. I mean, given how everyone's fallen ill, it's maybe not unreasonable to do that. Oh, and the senators got sick too. So Scipia and Bibo and Nabla are all going to be zone unrestricted, so they can actually go into the Western Republic villa to tend to the sick senators. Because otherwise those senators are just going to lay there and die. And that would be, you know, like a problem. Given that we just had a essentially like a map-wide sickness, I'm not going to allow new guests, and I am going to take Obar off of shift work, restaurant shift work, because there are no guests right now, so we might as well just not bring any new ones in. We obviously have to recover from the flu first. Go on a quick raid for sacrifices? They're probably going to attack me. They'll find me. I have reason to believe. I think Cases Fortuna is the only one that has really fallen behind. So I'm going to preach health, and that's probably just an input thing of weak immunity. But I'll use preach health to boost. So for now, nobody's going to get to use these like bathtubs and bathrooms. And then once there's beds and guests and senators, we'll set that up. I do really like how the a lot of the ill lined up in the hospital next to where the medicine is. It does make taking care of them a lot easier. One could argue I should have a larger hospital, but I don't build generally for like peaks. No, don't flirt with her. Oh my goodness. I build for like the average, not the outlier. Seems like everybody's on the path to recovery at the moment. But I'm sure Scipia, Bibo, and Nabla are going to be, like, way overworked. Oh, I think we're bringing in green cloth for that couch. Interesting. Quest. I have all the authority caps already, so let's just accept for Art and Ray. No, actually, Lucia. I'm going to send Lucia out. So, what city was that? Londinium? So, we're going up to Londinium. Got it. Form Caravan to Londinium. Lucia with 4 stallions. You'll bring kibble. You'll bring all the pemmican I have. A bedroll. Bird skin, pig skin, plain leather, camel hide. Actually, leave the plain leather because we need to replace the animal beds that got busted up. We're also very low on blue fur. Copy that. Guinea pig. 2 2 bronze just to clean it out of the storage because I don't need 2 bronze. Obviously the authority caps. So 12, 28. Didn't they ask for 27? I guess we made 1 extra. I'll bring all the authority caps. I'll search and make sure that I have every single one. We also have worn out steel armor. And capes. The wreath, and yeah, a bunch of other things that are just sort of tattered. This is a lot of clothing collection. So you might need help. I'll bring 2,500 silver. It's also possible to like buy slaves out there. Potentially even slaves to sacrifice on purpose to appease the gods. Because gods are apparently very pissed at us right now. Alright, that looks good. Send. And Lucia, you are going to have a diet of all food. Hey, Turtle, thank you for the resub. Cheers. Oh, coffee in the wrong tube. Not so fun. I haven't checked. Oh yeah, our water towers are just about full. That's what I like to see. Doesn't look like anyone is at risk of succumbing to the flu. 18 to 21. 18 to 20. 2029. 1924. So some of these are like outstanding tendings, but even still, they're ahead. Where is... Oh, he's just out of bed. Go rest, dude. So I'm making a special night nurse visit. That has some extra meanings, but... Yep. And then, Lucia, you're probably going to lose your mind trying to gather all the supplies for this caravan. I apologize, but someone needs to do it. Yep, she fell asleep in the process. That's okay. It can be a multi-day pack. I have like 26 days to get there, and it takes like 1 day to get there. So it takes it takes half a year, and I could get it done in a day. I don't think that there's much of a rush. I did mention that I am low on plain leather, so let's hunt things that have plain leather, like the donkeys. And that way, once we remove the uranium from the barn, we can replace it accordingly. Who's starving? There's plenty of food. You're just too stupid to eat it. Got it. Yeah, you have free pathing to the food, and the food is available. You just don't know how to eat. Although you've probably been bedridden on doctor's orders and weren't allowed to get out to the meals. To be fair. Was that a uranium meteor? It was, yes. All right, Lucia is on her way out. Good. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Lycan Legion, which originally streamed live on Twitch December 1st. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Lycan.